So you have a great idea for a t-shirt, but you might not have the design know-how. The good news is, it doesn't take a professional designer to create a best-selling t-shirt design. Hi, Nani from Printful here. Whether you're looking to create a design using photos, illustrations, or a design template, there are a ton of beginner-friendly online resources you can use to create your t-shirt design. But first, make sure you subscribe to our channel and tap on the bell icon to get notifications so you can stay up to date with our design and e-commerce videos. Now, something you should be aware of before designing is to design according to Printful's Printfile guidelines. There are a few parameters you'll want to be aware of so that your design will work in our mockup generator and our product push generator. Some basic Printfile guidelines are that your file should be in PNG or JPEG format with at least 150 dots per inch or DPI, and your design should be created in sRGB color profile. The exact details like file resolution and print area vary from product to product, so make sure to check out the guidelines for each product you want to print your design on. You'll find these guidelines under the File Guidelines section for each product. For more details about print files, check out our video on the top 10 tips for a perfect print file. Link in the description below. And just a quick reminder, you always want to make sure that when using materials like images or illustrations that you find online is that they aren't copyrighted, trademarked, or patented. These labels mean that someone else owns the material, which bars you from using it commercially. You'll also want to check to see if the images or illustrations are royalty-free, which means you don't have to pay the owner for use. It's best to look in the public domain, which is all creative work that isn't protected by intellectual property laws, like copyright, trademark, or patent laws. If you're looking at a Creative Commons library, a Creative Commons 0 license is the same thing as public domain. We'll get into some places where you can find these types of public domain images right now. The first category we'll cover is photography. If you're looking for pictures for your design, check out Pexels. Pexels is one of the top stock photography sites out there as it's chock full of high-quality public domain images. One of the major perks of Pexels is that all of their images are completely free, even for commercial use. They're also royalty-free and licensed under the Creative Commons 0 license. All you need to do is type in the keyword you're looking for, like rock band, favorite the photo, or add it to a collection, and download your picture just like that. If you're not quite sure yet what you're looking for, you can also take a look at their Discover section, explore popular collections and searches, browse images by color, take a look at the leaderboard, or comb through past challenges. Once you found a style, color, or photographer you like your favorite photos and create a collection to save for later. Another photography site you should check out is Unsplash. Similar to Pexels, Unsplash is a public domain image site that allows you to freely use images for commercial and non-commercial purposes. Unlike many other photography sites, you don't need to ask for permission or give credit to the photographer. There are over 1 million high-definition photos on Unsplash, so to narrow them down, browse their existing collections or use the Explore feature to look at featured images. If you know exactly what you're looking for, then use the search bar. You can also filter by photo orientation and color, then like your favorites or add them to a collection so you can narrow them down later. With both Pexels and Unsplash, if you want to modify your photos in any way, like add text or layers, you'll need to do that in another software, like Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator, or use an online editing tool like the Printful Mockup generator. We'll get into the Mockup generator later on in this video. Next, we'll get into some illustration sites you can use. If you're going for a more vintage t-shirt design, Old Book Illustrations is a great resource to keep in mind. Old Book Illustrations hosts a range of public domain, royalty-free images scanned from old books, mostly from the Victorian and French Romantic eras and styles. Filter by subject like people or landscapes, artists, or the title of the book or periodical you're looking for. You can also sort by formats, publishers, techniques, and tags. If you'd like more information on a piece, the site also adds articles and biographies to provide context. On top of that, when you click on an image, you can also see more information about the artist, technique, format, source, a description, and various resolution sizes you can download. Many of the illustrations on Old Book Illustrations are in black and white. However, there are a number of illustrations in color. Illustrations from the site are restored, but they can provide an unprocessed scan if you'd like the original piece. Just keep in mind that because the illustrations from this site are books published from the mid-1700s to the early 1900s, the site is for strictly vintage illustrations. If you're looking for modern illustrations, take a look at Pexels. With its Creative Commons Zero license, Pexels is a standout site not only for royalty-free stock images, but also, and maybe even especially, vectors and public domain artwork. From Japanese woodblock prints, to Van Gogh paintings, to paintings of plants and animals, Pexels is a great resource for artworks of all kinds. Browse community-curated creative boards for items like design elements or character vectors, or browse themes like minimalism or pride. Their images are also categorized, which makes it easier for you to filter between categories like artists, photography, graphic design, and patterns. Just be sure that when filtering for your perfect design, to select free or public domain on the side, select whether you're looking for photos, graphics or mockups, or templates, and choose your ideal file type and size. Now we'll touch on some editable design sites you can use. First up is Canva. Canva is a graphic design platform that allows you to create social media graphics, flyers, presentations, and other visual content. You can access it from your browser on web and mobile, and it comes with millions of images, fonts, templates, and elements. Just customize their t-shirt templates or create your own t-shirt design from scratch. You can add elements, text, and photos from their library, or even upload your own photos. Filter them by color and availability with the free or pro version. You can access many of Canva's features by using the free version, but to access everything, you'll have to go pro, which starts at $9.95 a month. Next, we'll talk about Placeit. Placeit hosts a wide collection of stylish and modern mockups, logos, and design templates, as well as animated videos. To create your t-shirt design, go to Placeit, click on Designs, and then click on T-shirt Designs. Then choose the category your niche is in. Favorite the ones you like, and once you've picked out your top choice, you can edit the template and change the layout, text, colors, graphics, or even add new graphics. Placeit is also home to one of the largest collections of mockups on the internet, so if you need mockups, you can go here to get one. Some designs cost money, while others are free. You can download designs individually, starting at $2.95 per design, or you can get access to unlimited designs by getting their unlimited subscription for $14.95 a month or $99.95 a year. And lastly, let's talk about the Printful Mockup Generator. With the free Printful Mockup Generator, you can incorporate text, images, and clip art onto your t-shirt. Our text feature comes preloaded with dozens of fonts you can choose from. Arc your text, change the color and spacing, or even add an outline or shadow. You can use any images, illustrations, or designs you get from other design sites or software and combine them all onto your t-shirt with our drag and drop tools. Layer, align, flip, resize, and rotate your elements to create your perfect image. What's particularly useful about designs created from the Mockup Generator is that the files are sure to meet our requirements. And if they don't, our generator will warn you if the DPI is too low or if there are other issues. Then, once your file has been generated, you can use your design to create a collection using other apparel and home living items, like hats, stickers, and mugs. Then create mockups using any of our mockup styles and push your products to your store. And that's it! Where have you been getting your designs from? Are you planning on checking out any of the sites we mentioned? Let us know in the comments below.